Hey everybody, welcome back to Plum Figgy. This is Tammy. All right, we've got more Christmas goodness, and this little set, well, I'm saying it's a set. It's not a set. These are they're going to be sold separately, 4 different things that will be up in my Etsy shop. But obviously these two are very similar. In general, I would say that this grouping is more of a subdued Christmas look. It's not super bright colors and flashy dashy, sparkly, nothing like that. Kind of more of a natural, I don't know, natural vintage antique-y look. So let me get started. What are we most excited to look at first? Okay. I've been in my craft room for far too long. I'm going to hold this for last. I'm going to run through these real quick. So let's get started with Santa Claus. Actually, yeah, let me zoom you down just a little bit. There we go. Oops, and now it's all shaky. Okay, there we go. So you can see a little bit better. All right, so we've got some tag printables from the Digital Collage Club. And each of the tags in here is going to feature Santa Claus in some sort of way. The background papers are super antique and vintage, old music papers. So some of these most of it's from old hymnals that I had. And then there's some from a really old children's singing book. So, and then I've added some lace here and there. The tabs are all the same color. They're this muslin fabric. And then, as usual, the backside of all of these are done with writing paper or just blank papers so that you can write on there. So, I believe this one I believe they all have 8 pages to them. So, let's go ahead and flip through. Oh, and the thread on this one is green. Actually, on all 3 of these, it's green thread. So, oh, and then you'll see this make a reoccurrence in the book, the journal as well. I have a really old, let me see if I can grab it. I have a really old, and I don't even have the cover for it, but it's a Sunday school concert thing where it's for, oh, that's cool, where it's basically like the Christmas concert for the church is pretty much all done for you. So here we go, a Christmas concert exercise. So I guess it's a lot of different things that you would do at Sunday school leading up to Christmas time. So I don't even remember where I got this from. Might have been given to me. I'm not even sure. My mom tends to kind of keep an eye out for me on stuff like this too. So it might have come from her. But anyway, so that's what some of this is. And so of the 8 pages, 2 of them are left undone for you. Oops, I accidentally did 2 pages there. This one and another one are left undecorated. So you can add your own photos or do your own collage, whatever kind of strikes your fancy. So really, really pretty old laces. And just, yeah, those tags from the Digital Collage Club, I mean, they're just super pretty. So there's another Santa Claus. And there's room for other pictures and things over here too. So you can definitely add to all of the pages if you wanted to. Jingle bells. I really like that page. I just love his red outfit. Another one. I think they all say Merry Christmas on them too. And then that was kind of perfect. So I thought, well, we got to have a jolly old St. Nicholas on this page. And so I didn't add any lace or anything. I just kind of let that speak for itself. And so then that's the back side of that one. So I'll have this, a link to it down in the description, as well as for all the others. This one, this is from a printable. I always do this, and I can never remember what the name of the printable is when it comes time to tell you guys. I will have a link to the printables that I used down below as well. This is another one that I had bought at least a year ago, and it's been printed off since then, and just didn't get used last year. So got put it to use this year. Got another one that is 8 pages, I believe, maybe 6. And again, the same color of tabs. This is using some Christmas music fabric. The name of the song is The Christmas Tree, I guess. I've never heard of it, but that's a better look at what the fabric is on that one. So, yep, again, we got some laces. This one, the background papers are from a vintage book about birds. So all of these printables are, they're featuring birds and just Christmas and snow and whatnot. So just kind of wanted to celebrate that. And again, we've got 2 of them in each set that are not done, not decorated. So really, really pretty. I really love how this one turned out. Oh, and then I should mention too, I did add to the top of the paper some of that Stains by Polly Pocket. It is Patricia Viramontes. She put this stain out just recently, and so I purchased some, and so I've used that to kind of make it look more vintage. And then here we have our last page. And so this is actually hand done. This is antique. I don't know who has the patience to do that. I know I certainly don't. Nor do I have the tiny little fingertips it probably takes to do that kind of thing. But there we go. So that's this one. So we'll call this Christmas Birds booklet number 1. And then booklet number 2 is, oh, my color is going funny on me. There we go. Come back to normal. This one has the kind of fringy on the front. So we'll just name this one number 2. And again, this one's very much like the other one. Same amount of pages. Each page is decorated slightly differently. Each page is slightly different in width. So there's that. I did the same sort of thing. I don't know if it's the same. No, it's not the same image, but each of these books has one of the pages where you've got the 3 little rosettes down there and then some lace at the top. Here's your blank page on this one. And then the last page. So I guess we've got 6 pages in each of these Christmas Birds booklets. So, and then that's the back. All right, so let's put those off to the side and let's take a look at this junk journal. So the junk journal is using a Reader's Digest book cover, and I've covered the spine with this really nice fabric, and then added this really pretty iCat ribbon on the spine, just to kind of add to the nice look of it. And so the front and the back is pretty plain. I mean, I didn't add a thing or I didn't add anything here for a label or anything, but you could certainly do that if you wanted to, or on the spine if you wanted to, or even right here. It might be kind of cool to add something kind of going downward. But this is going to be a naked junk journal, and so what I've done on this one is, here, let me pull you back up just a little bit. Okay. There we go. Now it's not quite so far in. So taking from that Sunday school Christmas program book, I've taken pages of that and added gesso to them. And then on the flip side, we've got some pictures of the Nativity. These are masterwork paintings done by different artists, and she's got it's a printable by Mrs. Coggs, and she's put the artist and the date that it was done, I guess. And so each page, I've muted down the text by using some gesso, so hopefully you can kind of see how that looks there. I know I'm losing my light, so I'm trying to very quickly film this for you. And then the rest of the pages are not decorated. Just various different coffee dye, or I always say coffee and I never do that anymore. Tea dyed pages, or these other. So these can be written on. You can add your own photos. Obviously, you can hear there is a texture, but that's just what gesso does. So yeah. So these are bought. I did not dye these. So there's just a mixture of different papers throughout. And this is from an old book that I bought, and it was sold as is. I just love the aging, though. I did not do anything to this. It was like that already. So you could easily paste something over this if you didn't want to keep that on there. I just didn't think it was... Sometimes with these old papers, if you try and erase stuff like that, you're just going to make more of a mess. So I didn't mess with it. Figured whoever ended up with this book, they could do what they wanted there. So, and I didn't make sure to put these in any sort of order as far as the Christmas story goes. So just know that they're just kind of in here sort of randomly, but I don't know that there really should have been an order, or if Mrs. Coggs, who I forget her first name, intended for there to be an order of the images or not, but there were quite a few. I don't remember exactly how many off the top of my head, and not all of them had a name associated, so maybe an artist that they didn't know who had done the work, but just really pretty. I enjoy this type of a journal because if you wanted to use this just for writing, you could certainly do that. And there's just a little hint of Christmas throughout, and it's not over the top, Christmas, which a lot of times Christmas kind of tends to be that way these days, with the commercialism and everything. So this is just a different take. And then obviously there's a lot of room for you to add your own personality and stamp to the journal. So, unknown artist. So yeah. And then the color of this Reader's Digest book was just absolutely perfect, I thought. The golden yellow color. So I don't know if you can read that. It says following the star. I didn't read through all of this. I didn't have the time for that, but I think that would be fun to do too if you wanted to read through all of what the Sunday school program would be. You might get some ideas for your Sunday school program. Who knows? I did accidentally put this one in upside down. So sorry about that, but you could just paste something over that if it really bothers you. And then I guess I didn't mention, I joined each of the pages together with some more paper. So that's what that is right there in the middle. And then I think this is our last one. All right, guys. So, that last page was pretty cool too. So that's gonna be it for this little Etsy restock share. So like I said, I'll have a link down in the description box for each of these below. And yeah, so I need to move on to the next set of journals that I'm going to be putting out today. And I will see you all very soon. All right, bye.